finished with 25 turnovers. Do you feel like that's going to kind of be the story with this team this year, tracking that number to kind of dictate?
Yeah, I mean, it'll always be a big deal. Whether we take care of the ball well enough. Last night, 9 in a overtime game, but this is a completely different team that we're playing tonight. We saw them twice in the preseason, and they've done a great job, building their roster, building a style and identity, and they just dominated us tonight, took us out of everything, and they were on fire. 11 threes in the first half, so they were fantastic, and they deserved it, obviously.
Moses Moody played 21 minutes, played the last 8 minutes of the fourth quarter, tried to dunk a couple times. Wondering what you thought about Moses, how he looked on that count.
This was a game for Moses to get his feet wet again, get back in the rhythm after missing the last couple of weeks. So, these are the type of games where, you're getting blown out. There's still things that you can accomplish. And one of those things tonight was getting Moses back out there and limiting everybody's minutes and looking at some different combinations. So it was a tough night, but a really good week, to go 2-1 with a 3 games in 4 nights in 3 different cities. I'll take it. But we've got to learn from this and do a much better job handling that kind of pressure.
Were there any combinations that you liked just from the different lineups you guys tried out? No.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Steve, speaking of good weeks, Jonathan had another performance where he kind of filled in a lot of gaps. We've talked a lot about him the last couple of weeks. Specifically, the other night, you said you feel like he's maturing. What ways do you feel like you see it the most on the floor night to night right now?
Well, his passing has improved dramatically. He's made so many good passes, not only in games but in practices. I think he's seeing the floor better. But I just like the approach. I like the vibe that he's bringing. He's confident. He definitely feels like part of the team and what we're trying to do after all the contract stuff. I just think his teammates have been so good, Jimmy and Steph, Dre, all, welcoming him back with open arms and reminding him that contract stuff is contract stuff. So JK's had a really good start to the season. I'm proud of him, the way he's playing, and I'm excited for what's ahead for him and for us.
How much do you think fatigue was a factor?
I'm sorry?
Fatigue tonight. How much do you think that was a factor?
Well, I think the NBA schedule is, everybody deals with whatever comes your way, and there's a lot of difficult, moments in the schedule, whatever. But tonight was not about that. It was about Portland and what they've built and the length and athleticism and the style of play, and they were brilliant, man. So, I would be embarrassed to sit here and blame fatigue when a team just came out and just took it to us. So it was about them and their great play, and this city's going to really enjoy watching the Blazers because they play hard and they've got a real identity, and they're doing a really good job of kind of rebuilding. The franchise after the long run with Terry and Dame and CJ. I mean, it's been a rough couple of years, but they've used that time wisely and built a really good roster.
What do you think about, or how do you feel like Podziemski's playing right now?
Well, Brennan wasn't at his best tonight, but he's. I thought in training camp he was excellent. But, because we're shifting the starting lineup, or we'd shifted it tonight, I don't think there's a great rhythm for BP right now yet, but it's early in the season, and that's all part of it. This getting through the 82 games, every single player is going to go through spells and good and bad, and you just have to keep moving along.
Follow on Moses for a second. Once he settles back in, what kind of impact do you feel like he's poised to have?
Well, we saw last year, what he did the last 30 games, starting on the ball, knocking down shots, using his size and his length defensively. So, he really is a 3-and-D player, modern NBA player, he's going to find his rhythm here and help us win a lot of games.
Oh, Coach, I was wondering how's the team approach balancing the competitiveness with the long-term workload management, or maybe I used the wrong.
Yeah, I mean it's that's part of the NBA season as a coach is pacing your team through the 82 and recognizing nights like tonight where. I think we played 12 people in the first half. We played everybody, obviously, and we knew we were going to do that coming in, and that's part of pacing the team, balancing what you're talking about, maintaining that competitive edge and understanding where you are in the schedule and that sort of thing. So that's part of the job.
And how do you think about Will Richards' performance tonight?
I thought Will was great. He's got a real knack for the game. He just makes plays out there at both ends, and really good young player. We're excited about him. Thank you.
Thank you.